So, okay, so I get the recording started. And this one, so if I pick the first card, I have 7 ways to pick the second card. If I pick the second card, for example, if I pick the second card and I don't duplicate, I don't duplicate count 1, 2. So I had to count backward. I actually have 6 ways to pick the, I had 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5. I have 6 ways to pick the, then if I pick the third card as the first card, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 5 ways to pick the second card. So basically, if I do it this way, I actually has a number sequence or number series, 7 plus 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals 28. So basically, I still have 28. So you can get 28 in 2 ways. Then we actually, try to find the way to win this game. To win this game, we can, or saying ladder. Saying ladder, we only have 4 pair. We can pick AA, BB, CCDD. So we have 4 ways to pick saying ladder. And we also need to consider that pick the same color. Same color, basically, I 4 red. Out of the 4 red, I'm going to pick 2 red. This is one method. Another method is out of 4 green, I'm going to pick 2 green. So out of 4 red, to pick 2 red, how many ways? Let's try to pick that. Let's say that 4 red, A, B, C, D. And if the first one pick A, the second card I can pick B, C, D. So basically, if I pick A, I have 3 ways. If a first card is picking B, I'm not duplicating back to pick A. I have 2 ways. And if the first card picks C, I can only select D. So that's, if we add them together, that's 6 ways to pick, basically I can exhaustively list them. So I can pick A, I can pick A, B, A, C, and A, D. And pick B, I can pick B, C, and B, D. And pick C, I can pick C, D. So basically, this is the red. I have 6 ways to pick 2 cards out of red. And pick green, I still have the same because it's symmetric. It's symmetric. So basically, if I add them together, the favorable way is that 4 plus 6 plus 6 equals 4 equals 16. So 16 over 28 equals 4 multiply 4 divided by 4 multiply 7. I got equals 4 out of 7. So 4 out of 7 is the way probability of, winning this drawing game. Does this make sense, Jason? Jason, does that make sense to you? Okay. Let's try to do the next one. So a lemming sitting at the corner of the square side length 10 meter. So this is 10, 10.
What's a lemming anyway?
I don't know. I don't know what is a lemming. Let's try to check out. This is a good question. Oh, lemming is an animal like this. So this is a lemming. Norway lemming. So it's actually an animal.
That's me.
Yeah. Looks like a rodent. So basically, that's what it is.
Looks like a hamster.
Yeah, like a hamster. You're right. Exactly. And so a lemming is sitting at the corner of. So this is a lemming. And the lemming runs 6.2 meter along the diagonal. So we have to draw a diagonal. So it runs 6.2 meter. 6.2 probably is about here. Toward the opposite corner, it stops and turns 90-degree right turn and runs 2 more meters. So make a right turn. He goes this way and make a right turn. This is 2 meter. And the scientists study the shortest distance between the lemming and each corner of the square. What is the average of those 4 distance? So he runs this and here. What's the average between the distance between this point to all sides? We can actually label it. Do you see that? We can label it as like, X and the Y. We don't have to be like generally saying anything. Then this XY is within this 10, 10 square, 10 by 10 square. So the distance from this to the x-axis is actually y, because this is just definition of it. This is y. And from here to here is x. And so distance from here to here is x. And distance from this point to the top is actually 10 minus y. And distance from this to the other side is actually 10 minus x. So what is the average of the 4 distance? So the 4 distance is actually x plus y plus 10 minus x plus 10 minus y. And we happen to be able to cancel out both x and y. And we actually is 20 divided by 4, because we are measuring distance between this point and the 2 sides. So we actually got 5. So 5 is the average distance. Jason, does this make sense?
Yes, it does make sense.
Yes. Okay, so it's not necessarily it's going to be too difficult. Have we done this problem before?
No.
Okay, let's try to do this problem. So what is the area of the shaded part? This is actually symmetric shape. It's a, this is actually, it's symmetric axis. Horizontal is also diagonal line is also symmetric. Everything is symmetric. So basically, if it's symmetric like this, basically, we can just calculate 1/4 of the whole square. and then multiply by 4. Then we will get the answer. So if we just consider this little square, this is actually 2.5 multiplied 2.5. 2.5 multiplied 2.5 is actually 6.25. So basically, 1/4 of this is 6.25. And then we will trying to calculate, it's difficult to calculate the area of this shape first. We calculate the triangles. And this triangle is actually 1.5 on this base, and height is 2.5. And that's have to divide by 2 is just for this white area. It's also going to be same for this white area. So this triangle, after I calculate the area, I have to multiply by 2. So basically, those two triangles add together are going to be 1.2, 1.5 multiplied 2.5. And also this corner is 1. So basically it's 6.25 minus and minus 1. That's going to get this shaded area, then multiply by 4. And what I noticed is that, I got a lot of 0.25. It looks like it's easier to calculate with the fraction instead of decimal. So I'm going to change toward fraction. So this is just going to be 2/5 or 5 half, because 2.5 is 5 half. Multiply 5 half minus 3 half, multiply 5 half minus 1. So this is going to be 425 minus 415 minus 1. Minus 1 going to be 4/4. So basically that's easier to calculate. So here, basically I got,
I'm pretty sure I know what the answer is.
yeah, so this is actually 4/10 minus 4/4 is actually equal to, 6/4 equal to 1.5. So this is 1.5 for one corner of this. Then I multiply 2 or multiply 4, going to be 6. So basically, the shaded area is 6. Okay. So this actually, if you are able to see that this is, this can be calculated this way. And you actually is able to calculate several different ways. I'm going to calculate, so this is one way, is quarter, is right? Use quarter area multiply 4. The second method I'm going to use is that 1/8 multiply 8. 1/8. So if I'm going to use the green color. So if I notice that if I use this triangle, then this triangle actually is symmetric to 8 other triangle. And this area is actually, going to be the shaded area from this to this to the center is actually 1/8 of the total area. I'm able to calculate directly, right? So the question became how to calculate this triangle. This triangle actually is extremely easy to calculate. So this triangle look like this. This side is 1. This side is 1. And the height is actually this side. This side. This side is actually 2.5 minus 1 equals 1.5. This is 1.5. So basically, the area is at 1/2 multiply 1 multiply 1.5. And so that's the area of this one. And this one is actually have to multiply 8. So to get a total area. So 8 multiplies this going to be 4. So 4 multiplied 1.5 equal to 6. So I'm still going to get 6 by this way. Then let me try to show the third way of calculating the area. Third way is that we just deal with the total. So third way, the third way is that let me just calculate the total is actually 25. I'm going to minus those 4 corner. Those 4 corner is just 4 minus 4 multiply 1. Each corner is 1 by 1 small square. Then I'm going to minus the triangle, 4 triangle. The middle triangle, the base of the triangle is 3 minus, this is 1/2. 4 multiply 1/2. And base of the triangle is actually 3. Height of triangle is 5/2, 2.5 basically, 5/2. So basically this, I can cancel, 4 can cancel the 2 here. So basically the total of those 4 little triangle is actually 15, minus 15. And this is minus 4. And 25 minus 4 equals 21. 21 minus 15 equal to 6. So basically I'm able to reach, get the area by several different ways. So it's just, have a lot of paths, and you have to looking for different ways to do it. So let's try to do this problem. A bag contains 4 pieces of paper, each labeled with one of the digit, 1, 2, 3, 4, with no repeat. 3 of these pieces are drawn one at a time without repetition to construct a 4-digit number. What is the probability that the 3 numbers are multiple of 3? So basically, you can draw a bag, have 4 pieces of number, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is original way how it looks like with no repeat. And 3 of those pieces are drawn. So I pick 3 pieces and in one batch, and only 1 left. And then I can construct a 3-digit number. And so for example, 1, 2, 3, I can construct, a bunch of number. And I can actually construct 6 number with 1, 2, 3, just ordered differently. And what is the probability that the 3-digit is multiple of 3? So probability is that favorable case over the total case. And we also notice that whether or not it's multiple of 3 is determined by the total of the digits. For example, if I pick 1, 2, 3, no matter how you arrange it, it's always divisible by 3 because 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals 6. And even there are 6 different ways to arrange it, it's going to, every one of them is divisible by, for example, if I pick 1, 2, 4, then none of those is divisible by 3. So basically, I'm not going to dig into each case of arrange 1, 2, 3. I'm more care about, just unordered list of 1, 2, 3. Unordered list of the 1, 2, 3 as a whole is one case. including every one of the 6 arrangement, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 2, and 3, 2, 1. So basically, I'm not going to, so basically, and this is just the number of the ways it's going to be picked. And so the last one, so the way to pick all three number is actually have 4 way to pick. So the total is 4 basically. Total we have 4 way, because you can think about it as this way, and leaving 4 left in the bag is 1 way. Leaving 1 is 1 way, leaving 2 is 1 way, leaving 3 is 1 way. So there are 4 ways to, because each way is just leaving a different number. So total of picking 3 number combination is 4 way. And then let's see those 4 number, missing, for example, missing 1. Missing 1 is 2, 3, 4. It's actually divisible by 3 because add up to 9. Then leaving 1 left, 2 left behind, 1, 3, 4, that's not divisible by 3. And leaving 3 behind, 1, 2, 4, is also not. And then there's also 1, also I can leaving 4 alone. 1, 2, 3 is also another way. So basically this works. So basically, they add up to 6. So basically I can do both. So 2 out of 4. Those are the ways that works. And so that actually concludes this problem is actually equal to 1/2. And also, like the total weight is actually, if we know the combination is 4 pick 3. 4 pick 3, according to the statistics theorem, is all equal to 4 pick 1. And 4 combination 3 is equal to 4 combination 1 is actually fairly easy to understand, because to pick 3 card I'm going to pick is equivalent to pick the one that I'm not going to pick, because pick 3, because the way we actually find out all those 3 or 4 possible way is that, rotate the number we are not going to pick. This is no 1, no 2, no 3, and then no 4. So basically, so that way we actually is able to solve this problem. So let's try to solve this problem. And on the dartboard shown in the figure, the outer circle has radius 6, and the inner circle has radius of 3. 3 already divided circle into 3 congruent regions with point value shown. The probability that dot will hit a given region is proportional to the region of the area of the region when the 2 dots hit the board.
What do you think we did this one?
Have we did this one?
I'm pretty sure we did this one.
Oh, you did this one. We did this one, then we will just ignore this one. Let's do the other thing. So today we're going to also teach some new concept in terms of the average. How many average do you know? Actually there are three type of average. Let me show you the definition of different average. This is the so Pythagorean means. Pythagorean means is actually, you know, when people ask you about average, you possibly will answer the first question is that what average you are trying to ask me, because there are actually three different ways of doing average. And um, so this one is the arithmetic average. And another average is geometric average. Then the third way is the harmonic average. And let's try to do this problem. And let's also try to see how do we use different means to do different problems. So let's give an example of arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean, for example, if I'm taking test, and in one test I got 90, the second test I got 95, the third test I got 100. What is the average of three score? Is actually 95, because it's 90 plus 95 plus 100 and divide by 3. So this is arithmetic mean. M is the data number of the data sample, and these are the sample value. What is the geometric mean? A geometric mean is just, for example, um, if I have a rectangular prism that with the length is 10 and width is 100 and height is 1000, and so it looks like something like this. This is like, length is 10, the width is really, the length is 10 and width is 100. So this is 10, this is 100. And it's really tall. It's really like 1000. It will be out of this picture. So if I have a rectangular prism like this, the question asked is that what will be the side length of a cube that what's the side length of the cube has the same volume as this rectangular prism. So basically, if you're asking this question, you're asking geometric mean. That's why it's geometric. It's related to geometry. But the number could be more than 3. It could be 2 or 3, or it could be any. So that's why it's using the nth root. So for example, in this particular problem, that if 10 multiply 100 multiply 1000 and cube root is 100. So basically, if I have a cube with 100 as the side length, it's going to equal to the volume of this rectangular prism. And the harmonic problem, harmonic mean is actually we dealing with a special type of problem that equal. It's the average of the rate. Harmonic mean is the average rate on the equal work. So it's a very interesting problem. Let's try to do this problem. That Marlon jog 2 miles to the park in 25 minutes. Turns around and take another 50 minutes to walk the same path back to his house. What is the average speed of this round trip? And to calculate the round trip, we kind of need to calculate the speed and the time for every stretch. So this is a speed time problem. We always use a table, and rate multiply time equals distance, and jog 2 miles, so the distance equals 2, and in 25 minutes, so time is actually 25. So basically, if we use miles per hour, we actually have to use 60. The time is hour, so basically 25 minutes divided by 60. And then the rate, and we actually, it's not asking the rate, so it's not necessary for us to write it down here. We will just leave it blank. And then he turns around and he is doing the same path, so it's still 2 miles going back home. So this is go to park. This is go back home. These are cases. And he take 55 minutes to go back home. So basically the time he used is actually 55 minutes. So in order to calculate the total average speed, so the distance is 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. The time, the hour used is actually 80 over 60 equals to 4 over 3. So basically, the rate, we only interested in rate of the total. So basically, rate multiply 4/3 equals to 4, and rate is actually equal to 3. So rate actually equal to 3 here. And in this problem, we don't have to calculate the speed for individual legs. So, but let's try to calculate it anyway. So if we calculate it, what will be the, so we will prove that, the speed of the total distance is different from the average speed of each stretch. So let's calculate each stretch. So this stretch, the time used is at 25 over 60 is actually equal to 5 multiply 5 divided by 5 multiply 12. I can cancel this out. So 2 divided by 5 out of 12 equals to 2 multiply 12 fifths is actually equal to 24 over fifths equal to like 4.8. So this is 4.8. And this one is actually 55 over 60 is actually equal to 5 multiply 5 multiply 11 over 5 multiply 12. So basically equal 11 over 12. And 2 divided by 11 over 12 equals 2 multiply 12 over 11 equal to 24 over 11. So basically it's 24 over 11, and that's about like 2 point whatever, 2.1, something like that. So basically, so if we do the average of those, if we can average using fraction fairly easily. So basically, 24 plus 24 fifths plus 24 elevenths divided by 2 is actually will not be equal to 3. We can tell for sure, because let's use a different color to make it more highlight. So this is actually 555, because if you multiply it, cross multiply it, there's going to be 264. And plus this is 120. And then divide everything by 2 is actually equal to this going to be 55. This divided by 2 is just 132 plus 60 equal to 55. And this is 192. And so basically, the average speed actually is, if I 55 multiply like 3 is actually 165. So basically, it's a 3 point, like then 192 minus 165 equal to, it's actually 27 over 55. So basically, if you just do simple arithmetic average, the average speed is going to be this number. And so basically, you actually cannot use the average speed of individual leg to get an average of the total distance. So here comes the, the problem in between the individual speed and the total speed. How are they related? You would ask this question. Actually, there is the answer. The answer is that related by harmonic mean. So I'm going to show you what it is. And I already done this problem before. Let me wipe it the clean and start do this problem from scratch. So on a bike ride, Calvin started home and go up a hill, long hill for 30 minutes at just 6 miles per hour. So this is a long hill, 6 miles per hour. And at the top, he turned around the ride homes along the same path at speed of the, so go up and by 6 and go down by 18 mph. What is the average speed of the round trip? And this problem is actually quite tricky. And if you do this, then you will be wrong. 6 plus 18 divided by 2 is actually 24 divided by 2 equals 12. And the answer will be totally wrong. Why? Because the reason is that, because you travel the same distance, the faster speed will be traveled at a shorter time. So basically, you don't travel on higher speed as long as the travel on the shorter speeds. That's why the average speed will be skewed toward a slower speed. So basically in the like equal distance average speed, equal distance because going up is a distance will be equal to going down distance. Equal distance average speed, it's always skewed toward the lower speed. Let's make very extreme assumption is that you going up 6 miles per hour, going down, the speed is light, you lightning fast. Literally, you travel at the speed of light. So it's infinity. The time going to travel along this, the backward path is actually 0, almost equal to 0. So if that's the case, then your total distance is actually 2d. So d divided by the time equal to 6 on the way up. And then if we travel back way is double the speed, or is using the lightning speed, then basically, the total distance you travel is 2d. The time is, because the backward time is almost 0, so basically the total time is still t, is actually, 2d over t equals actually 2 multiply 6 equal 12. So basically, even you travel at the lightning speed and on the way back, it's impossible to raise your average speed above the double speed. So that will tell you how much, how much the average speed of equal distance travel will be skewed to the lower speed. And so to do this problem, let's try to do this type of the average speed problem. You always make a easy assumption, because it didn't tell you how long the slope is. We will just trying to make up the distance of the slope because we use LCM. LCM of 6 and 18 is actually to 18. So we can assume the slope is the 18 miles long. So we can use a table to do this. Distance is 18, and this is case up, this is case down, and then this is rate, time, and the rate going up is 6, time is 3 hours, and 18 is down slope, rate is 18, and the time is 1. So the total distance traveled is 36. Total time traveled is 4, and the average speed is 9. So basically, the average is 9 instead of the 12. So 12 will be the wrong one. 12 is totally wrong. And so actually, if it is a round trip, you actually is able to use the, the average. You actually is able to use the harmonic mean to do this. What is harmonic mean? Harmonic mean is actually, the number of the sample will be on the top. So the 2 will be on the top. And then we will add together the reciprocal of the sample. So reciprocal of the sample is 1/6, because 6 is a sample, the speed sample, plus 1/18. So this is the way you calculate the harmonic mean. And then this is the definition of the harmonic mean. Harmonic mean is that, this is the number of the sample. Then you are adding the reciprocal of the sample on the bottom. So it's actually, just reverse of everything. So this is 1/n. N is on the top. Then on the bottom, it's not the sample of it's the sample of the reciprocal. So basically that's a quite useful way. So let's try to calculate it. So here we have the same, still have 2 on the top. And here common denominator is 18. And this will be 3 and plus 1. So equal to 2 over 4 over 18. And then this going to be 2 multiply reciprocal of and 18, and that's going to be, we cancel this out. And so this we can say that it's 2 multiply 9. 2 multiply 9, so basically, we got two of the 2 will cancel one of the 4, so the average speed is 9. So basically this problem, if you understand harmonic mean, you don't even to assume the total distance is 18. You can just calculate the problem by harmonic mean formula. Harmonic mean formula is that, n is the sample, number of the sample on the top, and the bottom is the reciprocal of the sample. So 1 over x1 plus 1 over x2 plus all the way to 1 over xm. So that's the way that, with our case, there are 2 sample. So basically, on the top, it's going to be 2, and the distance going to be 1, 6, and the plus 1, 18. So you are able to get 9. So that's the where it comes useful. And so this one going to be like this is just special case. So we actually starting from a generic formula, harmonic mean, and this is a special case. Just we assume A miles per hour going up and B miles per hour going down. And if we don't know the formula, how are we going to get it? So that is our answer. If we don't know the formula, we actually can, just make assumptions that the total distance to going uphill is AB. AB, we strategically pick this number, so make calculation easy. So, on the up leg, our distance is AB and rate is A, and the time is going to use as B. And on the down leg, our distance to AB and the rate is B and the time is A. Then basically the total speed is actually 2AB because AB plus AB is 2AB, and the total time is A plus B. So the average speed, this is the average of the total, is at 2AB divided by A plus B. And 2AB divided by A plus B is actually equal to 2 over 1A plus 1B. And it's difficult to go this way, and we're going to do manipulation here to go from here to here. So this is just harmonic mean formula. And if we do this too, and we find the easiest common denominator, that's AB, and this is B plus A, and then dividing a fraction equal multiply its reciprocal. So basically that's equal to multiply B plus A. And B plus A is just A plus B, okay? Then AB. So basically that's equal to AB, 2AB over A plus B. So basically, you will be able to find the 2AB over A plus B independently, even if you do not know the harmonic mean formula. So basically it's 2AB over A plus B. And is also like, 2 over 1A plus 1B. So this is the harmonic mean. And okay, so I think this is the one more problem is that remember this formula. So basically, what Alicia's average speed on her way to school if she walk halfway at 2 miles per hour. So halfway, this time we are not doing the round trip, but if you halfway one speed, halfway the other speed, it's equivalent to a round trip scenario. So basically, we can use the harmonic mean formula. So let me do it in 3 ways. So the first way is that if you know the harmonic mean formula, it's actually 2 over 1/2 plus 1/7. This is the harmonic mean formula. And because of, how do you know it's time to use harmonic mean formula? Because that's halfway. Because 2 miles per hour is used to cover halfway, and 7 miles per hour is used to cover the other halfway. So this actually equal to, and that's going to be 14, 7 plus 2 equals to 2 over 9 over 14 equals 2 multiply 9 over 14 equal to 28 over 9. So that's about 3.11. One is infinite repeating pattern. And so this is the first way. Let's do the second way. The second way is that if you know this, I like this way because this is actually has the least amount of memorization. If you know the special case of two speed average, harmonic average, that's 2AB over A plus B, you are able to do it the same way. So 2AB is actually, 2 multiply 7, and A plus B is 2 plus 7 equals, this is 28 over 9. Then the third way is actually the way that if you forget everything, what happens? The third way is that because then we will assume the distance to the school. Halfway to the distance of the school is actually, 2 multiply 7 equals 14. And the 14. So basically, let's assume that the distance to the school is 28 miles, and the halfway is 14. The other halfway is still 14. So we actually is able to use a table to solve this problem. So basically, we will say that, cases is halfway, first half, and the second half. And that's 14 and the 14, and the rate is 2, rate is 7. That's 7 hours. This is 2 hours. That's going to be the time and the distance. So basically, add it together. We actually, this is just halfway. Then if we do the total, I use another color just to, if we the total going to be like time is 9 and the total going to be 28. So the average is going to be 28 divided by 9. So 28 divided by 9. So this is the way that you will be able to, you know, every method point to the same result. So basically you're able to do this type of the problem fairly easily. I think we'll, assign some homework, and the harmonic mean and all those problems is a very interesting problem, and good, very worth studying, especially useful for computation. Of computations, they will usually, ask you some harmonic mean problem. Okay, and Melody, you are the only one left. So, and have a nice one. And